I think the cap rate on a deal we had, I think literally in 3 quarters, we were underwriting it at the time at a 4.5 exit. And I think by the time 3 quarters went by, that thing had gone up to almost 6.5 or 7. There was such a switch from the boom of post-COVID to then things just stopping, when we went through all the inflation and everything else. Well, essentially the recession. And I've never, ever seen a shift like that. And the prices on materials during the COVID situation for construction. You had deals you were underwriting at that time. Whatever assumptions you made were completely out the door. Those times were worse than now, in my opinion, in terms of the interest rates and escalating costs and everything else. But again, you ask how we underwrite. The same we did then is the same we do now. You have to make sure that you've got enough reserves in your deal to cover for unexpected circumstances. You've got to make sure that the exit cap that you're using is conservative and have a sensitivity where the deal makes sense, certainly on the high end, but you've got to look at it on the more conservative end as well. Same thing with your rents. Are you trending them or using what the rents are today? So we like to be extremely conservative with our models, and it's the only way that you can essentially account for all of the volatility that's going on. Make sure your reserves are, really accounted for and up there, because you never know what's going to happen. And oftentimes something happens with development that you didn't expect. We were having this conversation today in our investment committee. When deals that the guys are presenting or the gals are presenting bring it to us, we all have meet on investment. And it was a deal that we were looking at, and that it's a good looking deal. But a lot of the assumptions being made are based on what we believe is coming in terms of the market. Well, if this development happens and these rents start going the way we anticipate, we'll be able to get this exit cap. We'll be able to get this type of rent. And it may very well go that direction, but that's not how we underwrite deals. If we have a development deal or an acquisition deal that we're looking at, that deal has to make sense right now based on today's cap rates, based on today's rents, and we have to have a lot of fat in there to cover for things going wrong.